and then I'll probably be playing like some Dead Cells in the background or something. But last night I watched the new episode of Chainsaw Man. Not the new episode, but the new Chainsaw Man movie that had just come out with the Reze, with the Reze art. Honestly, from start to finish, a 10 out of 10. Everything I imagined and more, and even beyond that, I believe it was possibly one of, if not it's one of the most visually stunning movies of the year, for one. And for two, it's possibly just, it's, how can I even describe this? It's like everything I wanted out of a movie and more. Like, it's like literally watching a manga. The way that you imagine it playing out, like visually, because I don't know about anybody else, but I do imagine the pictures moving whenever I watch anime, and I mean, not watch anime, but whenever I read manga. But in this moment, in this particular series, it is just stunning. It is truly a measure in its own. Like yeah, I know this is his own work, and he worked on this, so obviously he's gonna have like the best control over it. But beyond that, it's not just about like depicting the story well. It's not just about that. It's about what he added in between, like him doing his best to portray the humanity of Denji, the devil, like the devilness, like the deviltry within Reze. Like, if you're not paying attention, like if you're watching the movie for the first time, obviously you're not gonna think, oh, this girl is a devil. But when you see the similarity between her answers with other people, like her answers and the devil's answers as well, the way she enjoys the country mouse just like Makima and Angel Devil, you know, while Denji, amongst other people, are ones who prefer to live a life that is more risk-filled and dangerous, you know, like the city mouse, you know, like Aki, like Denji, like well, who else? Well, yeah, I mean, like Aki and Denji, they're both city mice, or to be described as city mice, I would say. But yeah, no, from start to finish, it is just truly one of the best movies, at least I can say personally, I've ever seen shot. So I'm happy about it. I wish that I didn't end up falling asleep part of the way through the movie, because I didn't okay, this just got real bad at the end there. Jesus. I wish that I had eaten, because I ended up falling asleep, and that was really bad. But overall, like, the movie from start to finish was just lovely. Typhoon Baby. I did not know Typhoon Baby had legs, or Typhoon Devil had legs. I thought it was just a baby head and then a typhoon body of nothing, like of intestines. So to find out that it actually had legs was a surprise. But yeah, what I do remember from the fight scene of our two main characters was beautiful. Yeah. I was awake for most of it. It's just that I kept falling asleep at like key moments. So I will be going back and watching that a second time. I need to, so I can truly get the real experience. I do want to talk about is one particular scene, which I believe is one of the greatest scenes inside the entire film, is when Denji and Reze are on top of the high school, the rooftop scene, and they're going back and forth. Denji's having this push and pull idea where he's like, I can't give in, and he just immediately folds. But on top of that, it's the interlacing between them learning and playing with each other and like having fun, and it is interlaced with these kind of stills it's interlaced with these stills of a spider devouring a butterfly, slowly but surely wrapping it in its cocoon, and it is a reflection of the difference between Denji and Reze. Well, not the reflection of the difference between the two, but I think upon first watch, we may perceive it just as Denji completely falling for Rize's trap, but in retrospect, it can also be viewed as Reze falling into the trap, falling into love with Denji, and is ultimately sealing her fate by the end of the film, because of her love for Denji, especially her love for Denji from that moment on the rooftop afterward. She was pretty much always going to end up dead. So it's just interesting to see how many layers this movie has. Also, I'm not the person that had this thought. My friend Violet, she's actually the one. I was talking about it with her last night, and she actually came up with it. So that's what made me want to include this little part. But yeah, no, it is. That was something that I hadn't considered. But I was really focused more on the fact that throughout the film, like, I think that they do a good job of really helping us understand the mindset of devils. They're more worried about what they can see, touch, feel. Like, they're worried about the now and the staying alive more than anything else. That's what they want to do. So when you see the flip side of it, the country mice, like the mortals, pretty much, like Denji, like Aki, who live their lives very recklessly, very haphazardly, and their lives can be snuffed out in an instant. However, they still push on, proceed, and keep going towards their goals no matter what is happening. So it's definitely something that I love to see. It's something that I hopefully, well, it's not, how should I say this? It's not, Rize's, like, throughout the movie, Fujimoto is not necessarily hiding the fact that Reze is a devil. You don't know necessarily which devil she is, but she is a devil. And the fact that Fujimoto goes to such lengths in order to set it up, those hints, to kind of poke at it and prod at it, to where you can kind of, like, maybe if you know what to watch for, you know it. But if you're going through for the first time, you're completely surprised. But on that second watch, you really get it.